Have you ever wondered if somewhere deep beneath the ocean waves lies a city more advanced than anything the world has ever known? A city that vanished overnight, leaving behind only whispers of its glory. Could Atlantis be real? Or just one of history's greatest myths? From ancient Greek writings to modern underwater discoveries, the search for Atlantis has fascinated scientists, explorers, and dreamers for over 2,000 years. But what's the truth behind the legend? Is there a lost civilization waiting to be found? Or is it all just a story? Today, we're diving deep into the evidence and mysteries surrounding the legendary city of Atlantis. We'll separate fact from fiction, explore the most compelling theories, and ask the ultimate question: what if the story wasn't just a story? Stick with me, because this journey will take us from the mind of an ancient philosopher all the way to the darkest depths of the ocean floor. By the end of this video, you might just question everything you thought you knew.
Ow!
Our story begins not with a treasure map or a deep-sea diver, but with one of the greatest thinkers in history, the Greek philosopher Plato, around 360 BCE. He wrote about a magnificent island nation in his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias. He described Atlantis as a marvel of engineering and wisdom, a true paradise on earth. Located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, which we now know as the Strait of Gibraltar, this island was larger than Libya and Asia combined. Its people were said to be descendants of Poseidon, the god of the sea, and they lived in perfect harmony. The capital city was a masterpiece of concentric rings of land and water, connected by massive canals and bridges. The temples were adorned with gold, silver, and a mysterious metal called orichalcum, which was said to glow with a fiery red light. The Atlanteans possessed advanced technology, a powerful military, and a wealth that was simply unimaginable. For generations, they ruled with virtue and honor. But, as Plato tells it, their divine nature began to fade. Greed, ambition, and pride corrupted their hearts. They set out to conquer the world, waging war against Athens and the rest of the known world. It was this hubris, this arrogance, that sealed their doom. According to Plato's account, the gods, angered by the Atlanteans' moral decay, unleashed a terrible punishment. In a single day and night of misfortune, the great island of Atlantis was swallowed by the sea, vanishing forever beneath the waves. An entire civilization wiped off the map in just 24 hours. It's a dramatic and terrifying end. But could it be based on a real event? Many historians and geologists think so. They believe Plato's story might be a distorted memory of a real-life catastrophe. One of the leading theories points to the Minoan civilization. The Minoans flourished on the island of Crete and the surrounding Aegean islands around. 3000 BCE, they were a sophisticated society, known for their stunning palaces, vibrant art, and extensive trade networks. But around 1600 BCE, their world came to a sudden, violent end. The volcano on the nearby island of Thera, now known as Santorini, erupted with a force hundreds of times more powerful than an atomic bomb. It triggered colossal tsunamis that would have devastated the Minoan coastlines, burying cities under ash and water. Sound familiar? A highly advanced island civilization, wiped out by a natural disaster. The parallels are striking. Many scholars believe that the story of the Minoan collapse was passed down through generations, eventually reaching Plato, who used it as the inspiration for his cautionary tale of Atlantis. But Santorini is just one piece of the puzzle. The quest for Atlantis has led explorers to every corner of the globe. If it wasn't in the Mediterranean, where else could it be? One popular theory places Atlantis in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, near the Azores Islands. These islands are the peaks of massive underwater mountains that form part of the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Proponents of this theory suggest that a large landmass could have existed here before sinking due to tectonic activity. Sonar scans have revealed unusual geological formations on the seabed, but nothing that definitively points to a sunken city. Then there's the even more outlandish theory involving Antarctica. This idea, popularized in the 1950s, suggests that before it was covered in ice, Antarctica was located in a more temperate zone and was home to an advanced civilization. According to this theory, a shift in the Earth's crust moved the continent to its current polar location, flash freezing the city of Atlantis beneath miles of ice. While it's an intriguing thought, There is absolutely no geological evidence to support such a rapid and dramatic continental shift. Perhaps the most tantalizing clue came in 1968, not from an ancient text, but from a pilot flying over the Bahamas. He spotted a strange rectangular formation of large stones submerged in the shallow waters off the coast of Bimini Island. Known as the Bimini Road, this half-mile-long structure looks remarkably like a man-made wall or pavement. Could this be a remnant of the lost city? Divers and researchers flocked to the site. Some claimed it was part of an ancient Atlantean harbor. Geologists, however, have a more down-to-earth explanation. They argue that the Bimini Road is a natural formation of beach rock, which can fracture into block-like shapes that mimic man-made structures. The debate rages on, but the Bimini Road remains one of the most famous and controversial pieces of evidence in the search for Atlantis. With the advent of modern technology, the search has gone high-tech. Legendary oceanographer Jacques Cousteau scoured the seas for signs of the lost city. Satellites have mapped the entire ocean floor, and deep-sea submersibles, equipped with advanced sonar, can peer into the darkest trenches. We have discovered countless ancient shipwrecks, and even entire submerged cities, like Heracleion off the coast of Egypt. But of Atlantis, the grand prize we have found, nothing. Not a single confirmed ruin, not one piece of orichalcum. Despite centuries of searching, Atlantis remains as elusive as ever. This brings us to the final and perhaps most important question. What if Atlantis was never a physical place at all? What if Plato, a philosopher known for using stories to illustrate his ideas, invented Atlantis as an allegory? A political and moral fable. Think about it. Presents Atlantis as the perfect state gone wrong, a society that achieved unparalleled power and wealth only to be destroyed by its own arrogance and corruption. He contrasts this with an idealized version of ancient Athens, which represents modesty, courage, and virtue. In this reading, the story of Atlantis isn't a history lesson. It's a warning. It's a timeless message that any civilization, no matter how great, is doomed to fall if it loses its moral compass. It's a warning about the dangers of unchecked power, greed, and imperial ambition, a message that is just as relevant today as it was over 2,000 years ago. So, where does that leave us? Is Atlantis a real submerged continent waiting to be rediscovered? Is it a distorted memory of the Minoan catastrophe? Or is it simply one of the most powerful and enduring fables ever told? The beauty of the Atlantis legend is that it can be all of these things. It fuels our imagination, our desire for discovery, and our hope that the world still holds profound mysteries. Whether a place or a parable, the story of Atlantis continues to challenge us, forcing us to look at our own world and ask, are we heading down the same path? Maybe the real lost city isn't under the sea, but within ourselves, a reminder of the wisdom we've lost, and the virtues we must reclaim to avoid our own day and night of misfortune. So what do you believe? Was Atlantis real? Or just a timeless story warning us about our own civilization's future? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your theories. And if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more mysteries from history. Thanks for watching, and keep questioning.